All right. So, let me bring that up and in a little bit better. Maybe. Can I do that? So you can. There we go. That works better. So that doesn't fall over. Okay. Two things. One, you may hear awkward conversation taking place somewhere else in the house. And that would be one of the kids on the computer doing their learning thing. A little late for starting at noon. Hey, man, you know what? If you was paying attention to my Facebook there, which obviously you weren't, buddy. But yeah, what time is it? That's only noon 15, bro. I say noon-ish, but I had to help my daughter get on her Zoom check-in thing with her teacher to make sure her schooling thing online was going good prior to actually doing anything for myself. Because yesterday my wife came home, and if you watch the end of yesterday's painting with, my wife gets mad at me. She's like, what the hell? And then she throws some stuff at me and hits me with a brick. It's terrible. None of that happened. But she did get mad at me for not having the kids working on their schoolwork. What? I'm doing a live. I told her she needed any help to hit me up. But anyway, still working on this mess. I don't give up. I do give up sometimes, and it's sad, but I try not to give up on much of anything, even when sometimes I should have given up. There's a lot of things in my life where I should have gave up. Years and years and years ago, I should have gave up. But I just kept trucking along like I was going to fucking make it happen no matter what. And there's definitely important times in your life when you have to learn to just fucking stop. You know? Let it go, man. Let that shit go. Because if you don't, you're going to waste your time, your life, your energy on something that is crushing you and you don't even realize it because you got these bigger dreams that you think are something. They're going to happen. It's going to be something. Oh my God. But if you really step back and look at it, you'd be like, damn, I've been doing this for 15 fucking years and nah, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. You know? Sometimes you just got to grow the fuck up about stuff and be like, nah. And then you tell her you're busy. Tell who I'm busy? My wife? No. She'd punch me in my head even more, man. My wife works for the cops, so I don't have that option to call the police on her because they just laugh at me and then hang up. It's really sad. I'm like, she's hitting me again. And they're like, ha, 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 ha. Oh, that's funny. I'm like, no, really, guys, please help me this time. Then they hang up. But that's okay. I'll make it through. I'm just kidding. My wife actually doesn't, she doesn't beat me up in a negative sense. Well, I mean, you know, physically, emotionally, she told me this was crap. But no, it kind of is, so it's okay. Definitely not where it was supposed to go. But that's why we just let our creativity flow today. Like we did yesterday. And that's where it turned into from what started out. She corrects you. That's right. That's what women do, right? Women just correct you with sticks. And as a married man, as the husband, it's your job to say, yes, wife, you're always right, wife, about everything. I'm sorry for having free thinking and my own opinions. I don't know what I was considering. That was ridiculous. your child and you let them know, tell her that you're busy, your child, I work with them too. You work with who? Wives or children? Jeremy, you gotta be more specific, bro. I'm not that bright, dude. I can't read into things and you give me like half a sentence and I understand what's happening. I am half awake. You work with children, I take it? And I gotta let them know that I'm busy? No, dude, they don't give a crap that I'm busy. Watch, here comes one. What? Oh, okay, that's fine. And they didn't actually need anything from me, so that's kind of nice. Look at my bald head. It's amazing. Oh, it's so bald. I gotta shave this mess. Not this mess. This is not that much to shave. This. I need that. Wish there's a better way to focus my my YouTube. The police. Oh. I got you. Well, it says your child. I work with them too. The police. You should follow along with the chat. Jeremy, I try, but look, I'm doing this. The things are back here. I have to go. What? Huh? What? It's very complicated work stuff. Doing the thing, man. It's hard. I can't follow the chat. It's on a little bitty screen right there, man, or over there. So it's like, I'm limited visually. I don't have eyes in the side of my head. As a parent, they just come in the back. So I try my best, buddy. I try my best. However, yesterday on this, which you can see much better on the Facebook, but the background, again, if you ever decide to paint, always do your backgrounds first. And it's just a simple fact of the matter of, if you don't, you'll end up with garbage like this. You'll see a much darker line right here. And it's because I put the background on afterwards. And it's really annoying, because if you end up doing that kind of crap, you'll be fighting the lines that go around. And like, if you notice, there's a lot of overlaying, stuff that's eating into everything else. So my options are limited. I either have to overdo or redo the skin tones, things like that, which would completely defeat the drips, because then I'd have to either re-drip stuff like that, or it'll look painted over, So my options at this point are pretty screwed. Right now you're rambling and it's entertaining. No, Jeremy, trust me, half this is rambling. Half of what I do during painting it's usually life lessons and painting and rambling. But this isn't rambling. This is explaining painting methods, man. Anyway, always do your background first, or else you're going to be you're definitely going to be mad at yourself later, because you're going to have to try to correct it with going around the crap, or else painting over the crap. Then you're going to get mad. You're going to get mad later. Trust me. But I didn't. I screwed that one off. Originally, this started out as going to be a real kind of chick. Totally different design in my mind. But instead of allowing my creativity to flow, I wanted to create something. And my creativity had something completely different in mind. So as of yesterday, when I became truly disappointed in myself, after screwing this up multiple times, I let my creativity begin to do its job. And this is where we're headed. So we're going to continue on letting my creativity do its job. God dang it. Still gets in. Well, you know what? It has paint on it, but that's what painters do, right? You become one with the paintbrushes. Actually, I've thought about that. I have some of my old goatees. I've thought about just making my own paintbrushes out of some of it. Just whipping that around, wiring it up, making a paintbrush out of my own hair. Because that would be that's some dedicated shit right there. But we're going to make this happen. Maybe. Again, I'm not Catholic, but, I pretend. I really am disappointed in how this has turned out, though. The boobies aren't bad, though. I'm happy with how the boobies are going. The boobies started coming out all right. I'm trying to save the boobies, but sometimes it ain't about saving boobies. Sometimes it's about sacrificing what you appreciate, you know, for what's needed. And that sucks. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff happen. Very nice, Tata. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. And you know, so let's try to not fuck this up today. Again, probably not gonna happen. It is me. But put a little water in that brush. I almost dipped that in my tea. My water cup and my tea cup are the exact same. So yeah, probably not the best plan. They're sitting right next to each other, but a little bit of acrylic paint. Never hurt nobody anyhow. All right. Okay. So anyway, I also started doing this like daily as a therapeutical thing. It's weird. And I guess people are kind of giving a shit. So thanks, I guess. But I have the other painting came out really good by comparison. I hated it too, but it actually did its job, and it's all right. It's all right. But there's more on it in there. You can check it out if you want. So if you want, there's more videos everywhere about this stuff that I started doing, you know? All I'm hearing is weird stuff from in there from my kids' Chromebook schooling thing, which I don't know how long that'll last. So, you know, it'll be interesting, I guess. At the very least. Got to go over some of this stuff. Build up that acrylic paint tolerance by drinking the paint water. Yeah, well, that's my plan. I figure I'll just, after every little session, I'm just going to be like, let me just take that and I hear it helps clear out your kidneys. No, it does not. Don't ever drink paint water, people. That's a terrible idea. Don't listen to Andrew there. Don't listen to him. He's not a doctor. All right. Terrible advice. Terrible advice. Don't drink paint water, people. I'm pretty sure that's the opposite of what you need to do. But you never know. So, and my mom-in-law actually is watching. Hey, what's up? Hope you're having a good time there, doing your thing and all that stuffs. And, you know, update. The kids are doing some schoolwork right now. They hate it. We all are having problems with it because apparently I'm too stupid to help them properly. Yeah, it's very frustrating, by the way, because this online school stuff's hard, man. Really hard, by the way. Kids these days are learning some shit. I'm like, what? What is that? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know. And they're looking at me for advice, and yet my wife comes home, and my wife's like, well, I sent you all the links, and here's all the info, and and I'm all, I don't know what the fuck any of that is, man. Like, she thinks I'm smart or something. Bullshit. She knows I'm not smart. It's like, I'm dumb as fuck, man. I've always been dumb as fuck. Smart people stuff is not my forte, man. It's not my forte at all, and she knows that. I tried to help one of the kids with 5th grade math yesterday, and we both ended up crying. No shit. I'm not even joking, man. Like, yesterday, I was having a complete breakdown. It's more frustrating. It's overwhelming is what it is, because of the like, there's so much on this online stuff because our kids are all doing the online thing. It's just there's so much like different stuff. Like I can't. I get very overwhelmed when I get into like Walmart or crowds or anything like that, right? Which is weird because the whole on stage thing, but there's differences because my face is it's my coping mechanism. which is why I can like do that. But when I get into real public places, I just can't deal with people and a lot of stuff going on and noises and stuff like that. So I'm always like headphones and kind of hoping nobody notices me and things. And so it's really frustrating. But at like, so like I get overwhelmed with sensory stuff, I guess, or whatever, right? Well, my thought process starts going crazy. And so I start getting very anxious and confused and frustrated. And the schoolwork has presented that anxiety to me. So trying to help them and stuff, there's like so many different links and so many different, you got to go here and sign in this password and that name, and then go over here and sign in this name and that password and go over that way. And it makes me feel like a complete fuck up and loser, because, I can't even sign into half the shit, and then my wife's like, oh, I sent you all the links and I sent you this. And then I go back and look it up, but my brain's already so clusterfucked that I can't even understand half of it. And then she gets mad at me, or not mad, but frustrated, because she's like, man, you're supposed to be helping them. And I'm like, man, so it just makes me feel like garbage. That sucks, because, that is my point. I am supposed to be helping them, and so I hate that. But what am I going to do? What can I do? So welcome to Pity Party and Painting with 4. And don't be afraid to get checked for Asperger's. Actually, yeah, my wife thought maybe I was, what is that where you're, the new thing where everybody's, the thing that where you're on a scale or something. The autistic thing where you're autistic is what it is. My wife thinks I'm autistic. And, it's a possibility, because apparently sensory overload or something like that is part of it. And I've always had that problem. And I didn't even know that was a symptom for it. Honestly, guys, up until my wife, I lived in my own world. I did not want to come out in this place at all. I hate this world. I hate this place with a passion. I hate everything about it. I never wanted to exist in this bigger place of reality with everybody else. It's dumb. There's nothing good out here. There's nothing good out here. My niece is, and she is brilliant. Well, good for her. If I have it, I'm not brilliant. So, hey, I guess it affects everybody differently. But this world's a scary place full of bad things. And I just never wanted to come out of my own little world that I was happy in. And I did. And here I am trying to fit into a place that doesn't want me, man, and doesn't need me. And it sucks. Like, it's a weird thought and feeling to have, thinking you don't really belong somewhere, But I know I don't. So no, none of that, oh, we all belong here crap. Don't want to hear it, because I know better, and it's all good. I'm not being negative. I'm not being like, oh, poor me. None of that bullshit. I'm just saying I've never felt right here once I came to this place. But prior to that, I literally existed in my own world. I guess made it up as I went along, and never realized the bigger picture. And then my wife kind of brought me into reality, I guess, sort of. It's weird. It's weird how it all kind of worked out. It's hard to explain. I don't honestly even know what the fuck I'm trying to explain, I don't think. Shit, that'd go over the titty. I don't want it to go over the titty. I want the titties to stay okay. Yeah. But anyway, I really am not the most pleasant with the way it turns out so far, but whatever. We're working with it. The fuck is that, a mouse? I think I have a mouse munching on something over here in my corner. I'm not surprised. you a mouse over here munching on something, or is that a bug just flying around in the window? Might be a bug just flying around the window. Let's hear something kind of making a little kind of noise. Anyway, I think it might be just a bug flying around the window. Well, we live by a giant ass mill that makes like dog food or something. And it sucks because when it starts getting cold and stuff like that, they start, that season, they start kind of going out, and we're like, So we'll have mice come through our house sometimes. Then we have to get rid of them. Which, don't worry, we're humane about it. We put them on the glue traps and we smash them with a hammer. And I eat them. But I'm kidding. We actually get them on the glue traps. And then we have to take them down to the park. And we have to let them go off the glue trap with some soap. Because my daughter thinks it's the best thing in the world. And then they run off into probably somebody else's house. Oh, well. And yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I fucking hate everything about this. But that's what else is new, right? What else is new? What else is new? Why are you purple? You're an idiot. That was going to drive me nuts. Oh, whatever. No, that's stupid. You're dumb. Now, I'm actually going to have to fix these teeth here in a minute where they actually look like teeth here in a minute. But I'm not worried about that just yet. So it's going to be more like, let's just keep playing with the whole thing and see where it ends up. You know, originally I wanted to try something a little different with this. And so far it's just coming out kind of looking like, you know, some other basic kind of stuff. So I'm wondering what I could do different. But see, that's just me. That's me wanting to put in my own, you know, creative input when it doesn't want that. It's not about me here. It's about this. It's about it doing its own thing and me allowing that creative freedom again to do what it wants. And you know, again, I'm really upset actually about and hi everybody, by the way, that has been tuning in. Sorry. I'm kind of annoyed at this for its for what it is doing, because it's coming out being like a cheesy John Carpenter's The Thing kind of deal, which has its neat moments to it. I swear to God, if that's a mouse, I'm going to eat it. Are you a mouse? Hello? What is going on back here? Maybe not, but I did find this. This is my old Frankenstein book. This thing's amazing. Really neat book, by the way. It is the now it's story time suddenly. Look at that, the Diary of Victor Frankenstein. Is that backwards up there? I don't know how that works. Anyway, what it is it actually explains how a guy dropped off a diary at a gentleman's place once that had the actual handwritten and hand-drawn everything of Dr. Frankenstein and all that stuff, the creative process and the whole story written out and all kinds of stuff. It was really neat. And it's all handwritten. It's all been photocopied over and then put into you know, forum here so you could check out all the stuff. But it's actually just the story of Frankenstein, done up and over in a way. And it's all like, you know, handwritten in cursive or whatever, you know, like the dude would have done in a real journal. But then they actually put it back here, what the pages say, so you can read the story of Frankenstein like that. Phenomenally well done, though, to make you actually go, holy crap, that's legit. And it was really neat. Anyway, I guess it had fallen back there. Oh, God, let's just make this. Fuck it, right? Leave out a little dab of peanut butter or sunflower seeds. I should give you the answer whether or not it is in fact a mouse in your house. Oh, no, dude, we have, I know for a fact we have a couple of mice running around. I've seen them. My dogs have seen them too. Chainsaw Face, she's a mouser. She's a, you know, pit bull, mastiff Rottweiler mix that can mouse better than cats. So, oh my God. That's the problem with having a beard and a mustache. What, sweetie? Okay, I can't help you with the computer glitching. Sorry. Once again. One classroom together. So it can't quite support it. I mean, I can't help that, sweetie. Okay. Anyway. I'm listening to see what because she's talking to the teacher saying, I can barely hear you. All right, let's actually start making this look good, I guess. Because I really like the octopus mouth driving me nuts. I hate it. I just painted my shorts. What in that eyeball? What? Eyeball looks like a bad goth chick. She's having like one of those bad. So sick of digital school. Man, it is nuts. Hey, sweetie, is that muted again? Go ahead and mute your mic. So that way she doesn't hear all the noise. Oh, okay. She needs to talk with her, never mind. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to not be too loud with my curses, because then their teacher's going to be like, you're not a good parent, you're an asshole. And I'm like, yeah, accurate. I'm not going to say I'm not, because I am. You are not. Where's my dark purple? Oh, right there. Put a little black in there, mix it all. Oh, gross. You're from yesterday. Ew. Well, put a lot of black in there then. Let's mix that up and make it a dark purple. That's not doing any good. Put some red in there. Yeah, let's just massively make a mess. What? Thank you. Okay. So I am live. What? How was that? Did that work good for you? Okay. Yeah, you. Yeah. Okay. This guy's name's Landon. Not the last friend, but he was picking the burger with his tongue. Nasty. And he was licking the camera, eating a marker, and doing all other gross stuff. Yeah, aren't you glad you're not in school with those kind of people still? All right, good. Thanks for not being a disgusting freak child, son, or sweetie. Thanks. Sorry, yeah. Well, I'm used to him coming down here and talking to me in that chair, so. That I'm not thinking. I'm just kind of painting. Yeah, kids are filthy little animals for the most part. I'm glad I taught Kyra better. No. Now let's try to fix these teeth. Now, in this sense, I'm just gonna kind of lightly. Put paint. I mixed some paints, make a purple, make a gum line. I'm gonna actually put like a gum line on it now instead of just the skeletal work of crap. I let the creativity do its job. Now it's my turn to do something, you know? So I'm actually going to put like a darker gum line to it and then lighten that up. So it actually has like a structure to it, I guess, you know? So it looks a little bit more animalistic because, you know, a lot of animals have darker gum lines, you know? And
Yeah, you can play Fortnite now, right?
Go play your Fortnite, sweetie.
Yeah.
You're taking a break right now. We're going to do some more homework here in a few, though. Yeah, bird. Tell Ariana to get out of there. Uh-oh. My wife did say she could do it when her homework was done. Her homework technically isn't done. Whatever. She's fine. But anyway, a lot of animals, though, will have darker gum lines. Well, no, I guess that's not true because thinking of my dog, I guess some dogs have darker purple gum lines, but with like pink spots sometimes too. And then some just have pink gum lines. Why is that? Huh. What's the difference between dark purple gum lines and like pink ones? What makes the difference? Like what's the deciding factor on a genetic level if you have like dark purple gums versus pink gums? Does anybody know? Because I have no clue on that one. But my dogs, like, or like spotted tongues even, like when it comes to dogs and shit, some of them have like dark purple tongues or not even dark purple tongues, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean. People out there know what I mean, right? But then again, why would I have such uniformed ideas? That was stupid. Why would I have such uniformed idea or like lines and stuff going for gums when none of the rest of this has any kind of uniformity to it whatsoever? It's not clean lines. It's like broken shit lines, man. Why would I even questionably want to put lines that make sense? So I might be not doing this justice right now. I might have to. I'm not doing it completely. I'm starting it, and then I'm not going to finish it. It's the deal. I'll finish it, or I won't finish it. It's what I'll do, and I'll let it. I'll let it do something else for itself. There are words that come out of my mouth sometimes. It's true, you know. They do that thing where they speak through my mouth hole, and my mouth hole makes sounds. It's pretty amazing. I know. AIDS. That is what it's called. Yeah, that's it, Dredge. Thank you for reminding me what creates the purple gums versus the pink gums in animals and people and things like that. It's AIDS. It's apparently AIDS, people. There's Dr. Dredge for the win. Good thing he's our family physician. Trust in him always, for he is the man with the scientific know-how or the medical know-how. AIDS. Yep. Fun fact, Dredge does not have AIDS. But, fun fact, I made a notebook or a book. Is that where you want the attention love pointed at? Trust me. Trust in me while I'm in you. Yep. That's a good point. Is that where you want the attention love pointed at? The attention love pointed at. Now, I'm not sure if I missed something here during my ranting. I'm sure I said some words that may make that make sense, Josh, but looks. Looks? Is that where you want the attention looks pointed at? Or attention love looks pointed at? All right, so let me just keep painting here a little bit. Man, we're making this a sloppy mess. Yeah, Dredge, this is where you're going to say something about my mom. And, oh, Jesus, I needed a smaller brush for this, but I didn't bring my little brush down. So that's okay. We're just going to make them giant fucking fuck-ups. Again, no such thing as happy little accidents. Oh no, not with me. No such thing as happy little accidents. Just giant fucking mistakes. No love. Look, Josh, you cannot just keep saying random things, bro. Dr. Harry Cox. That's what I was getting at, Dredge, was fun fact was I made a book about you. I have a picture. I'll have to post it somewhere. It's hilarious, though, where it was, I put him up on there as a Dr. Harry Cox. And yeah, long story. But no love. Is that where you want the attention love pointed at? Looks, no love. Sweet baby Jesus, bro. Are you telling me, look, there's no love? I don't understand words. Okay. So anyway, now that I'm completely confused by what my bro Ham Josh there is saying, which is not hard, dude, by the way, to confuse me. So I'm not, I mean, don't take offense. I swear to God, little mouse, I think you're a mouse. He's making little crunchy noises and shit. Like, that's why I'm thinking it's a mouse, but he's not scared of me. He's just eating it up. He's just like, yep, what up, bro? What are you going to do about it? You're going to get my dogs in here in a minute. They're going to knock everything down and eat you. That's what's going to happen. So keep enjoying, not nibbling on whatever the hell of mine over there you're nibbling on. Probably something important that I don't want you to nibble on. But it fell back there like a year ago and I forgot all about it even existing, so it's probably not that important. Keep nibbling. You just enjoy it, little mouse. Fuck you, PETA. I'll eat mice. Because mice eat my stuff, and I'll eat them to show them I am superior in every goddamn way. That's how you do it, people. I learned that when I was a little kid and I used to eat spiders. I would do it to show them I was better than them. You know, watching you make videos is like watching my great grandma trying to work her Razor phone from an Apple computer in '98. Thanks, Dredge. Fuck you. And so it's sexy? Is that what you're saying, dude? You find your grandmother sexy? Come on, Dredge. That's some Freudian shit right there, bro. But I mean, I'll accept it because it's you. But still, man, you probably shouldn't say that shit online. It's probably lead back to the wrong people. And maybe your grandma should be like, what? I never thought he thought I was sexy. But I mean, hey, to each their own, Dredge. So, you know, you end up, you know, lady porn, that's your own thing, dude. That's your own thing, dude. I ain't here to judge. Hashtag 2020, bro. You know, I've always been supportive of you and your ways. So, oh, that was a lot of paint. That's all right. We'll just keep doing it like this. And, you know, I just do a little bit at a time. I don't like to rush. You know, I was rushing this at first. Like I said yesterday, I think it was yesterday's life lessons was talking about don't rush, man. Take your time. Let things happen. You really used to eat spiders to a certain dominance? Yeah, I did when I was really little. I did that to my cat. I put her head in my mouth when she was a kitten. I also did that to kittens. They did not appreciate it. You know, they freaked out. And they scratched the shit out of me. And then I had a lot of hair in my mouth. But yes, Andrew, I did. I would eat spiders because in my mind, everybody was scared of spiders. So in my mind, I thought the spiders made people afraid. And so for some reason, they had dominance over people through fear. So to assert my dominance as a superior being to them, I would consume them. And basically say, ha, 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 ha. So, yeah, I would just catch random spiders and eat them all the time. Probably could have killed me at one point, but I didn't.
Well, not if you eat the spiders. The spiders bite you if you kill you, but if you eat a spider, then...
Thanks, scientist, son. Sunitist.
Sunterist.
Sunter. Anyway, but yeah, I would do that all the time because spiders made me mad that they had some kind of weird superiority complex over people, I guess. And I was like, no, fuck you, spider. I'm gonna eat you. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's pretty weird, man. pretty weird. But again, I had no friends really. I had a couple of friends, but I had a very awkward childhood and had trouble making friends, let's say, and other such things. So when it came to things like being alone, sitting there eating spiders, I was that kid. So, that was a little awkward. But that was me. That was that one. I was that kid. And then people were all like, that's that weird boy. And I never lost that title. I pretty much grew up all throughout school being that weird kid. And that was all right. I mean, later on in life, people actually accepted me. And even now, obviously, it's kind of more my thing, I guess, being the weird guy. But back in school, it was rough. I hated it. I wanted to be more accepted by people, but that was my own fault for not putting myself out there and trying to be better and be more friendly and approachable. I could have, but I never did. I never took those steps. I was afraid. So, and I had a lot of shit going on. I was very in my own world, in my own mind. So a lot of abuse and shit like that. So I thought the world was something it wasn't, that kind of deal. But that's just how it works. Need some water. And no, Robbie, I didn't want to be Spider-Man. That's how you get bit by a radioactive spider. You don't just eat radioactive spiders. I was eating radioactive spiders. Big difference, buddy. Big difference. Anyway, son, have you been doing homework?
Not yet. I literally just woke up.
Oh, look, you literally just woke up.
Yeah.
Is Seraphim up?
Yeah. You already called the teacher, though.
I swear to God, I bought the alarm clocks for a reason.
Yeah, well, you didn't throw them in.
No, I didn't. She told me if these alarm clocks go up in my room, I'm going to shut them off. Blah, 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 blah. You know how annoying that is? It's going to be a huge war against everybody, bro. Like everybody.
Dude, you just got to throw the alarm clocks in our rooms.
I'm literally going to have to.
It's going to be alarm clock warfare.
It's going to have to be. Literally. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to find it hilarious, but everybody else is going to make it all mad.
Not everybody else. You mean one other person?
Seraphim.
When they start chunking them upstairs, and I'm like, look, wee! And everybody's like, oh my God. The whole upstairs is going to be pissed.
Yeah.
The whole upstairs floor is going to be mad. And I'll be all, fuck y'all, wake up. I'll go all system move down, wake up.
We need to get an alarm clock that
does that?
Yeah. That would be awesome.
All right, that would be funny. And yes, we should get that alarm clock. I do agree. We should definitely get an alarm clock that does that. This is just...
I agree with you agreeing.
I agree with you agreeing that I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Glad we can come to an agreement.
Me too. All right, so this is not at all doing what I meant for it to do. Sorry. I'm trying to give it a little bit more of a highlights in my crap. And that's working out better there. You can kind of see more of the highlights. I'm going to have to just go back in with my blacks like I normally do. And pull this all out good. Like I normally do. Up from color is not good. I usually, when I first started painting, actually how I would paint is I would take big blobs of color and just blob. Like it would be like a big red blob and a big purple blob and a big blob. And then I would literally take black and just start shading it down until it became form. And it worked. It did work. It was crazy. And people are like, dude, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't even know, bro. I just do it. And so, my styles, techniques, or whatever you want to call them, have definitely changed over the years. They just kind of do whatever they want when they want. And I just kind of follow that. I don't know. I have no clue what I do or how I do it. I'm stupid. I'm the dumbest pile of shit. I think I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh, look at this idea. Look at this style and technique. No, I have no clue. Nobody listens to me ever about anything that I say when it comes to any of this, because I have no clue. I have no idea what I'm doing at all. None. If I give you any advice on how to paint, ignore it. Ignore it 110%. Because it's garbage. It's absolute trash. You hear me? I will give you trash advice about everything when it comes to painting, because I have no idea what I'm doing at all. But I'm getting sick of the mouth. So I'm getting sick and tired of that. And that fucking eyeball. This thing is a piece of shit. Look at it. Like, what? What? The other one I get. The other one has this, I'm not there. I'm fading out, disappearing feeling to it that it wants to be. This one, what is that supposed to be? And now originally the idea was to have kind of a decaying multiple aspect to it. Like, you know, watch, I'll show you. Fuck it, I'll just use this brush. I can make it work. Dab. Where it would be like, you know, a little bit of Monica in my life. Wait, what? And so it wouldn't have like a real anything in the sense of like a, it looks like a pupil, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pupil. I was just really proud of the boobies. That's it. I was just proud of the boobies. I was like, I think those are the best boobies I've ever made. Yeah. And I mean, they're not even that great of boobies, but they're better than anything. No love. Clouded eye. Yes, the clouded eye thing, but this one kind of was doing a thing where it was going to have that effect with speckly. In my head, it looked good. Up there, it looks like garbage. That's normal, right? It's interesting. It's interesting how you can go from the painting I did last week, style-wise or look-wise or whatever you want to consider it, whatever, where it looked so much more, I don't know, uniform, controlled, collected, understood, directioned, whatever you want to call it. The fuck was that?
I don't think those are the church bells, Dad.
What is that?
It's into the world.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, interesting though to go from that painting that seemed to go so much more smoothly to something like this, which is, but that was a battle between just, like that one was just creativity allowing it to flow, and that was just getting it on. This is a battle between what I originally wanted and then letting creativity kind of take over. And now I think creativity is more angry at me than anything. It's really upsetting. Because then you have something that looks like a terrible, like a fifth grader painting it. You know, oh, he's got boobies, man. Titties. It's like a fifth grader trying to do some kind of hentai fucking The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing meets hentai styled painting, you know, versus something that actually resembles talent or skill or a creative thought process. And I don't want to give up, but I want to give up. I'm thoroughly self-defeated right now. I'm very disappointed. I feel very disappointed because I look at it and I go, what am I doing? Where am I going? Where is it going? You know, it's not going where it was supposed to have gone. That's for certain. Where's it going now? Where's it going now? I like the background. Background's looking pretty tight though, yo. But the boobs are banging. Thanks. See, the boobs are banging. They're not too bad. They're looking all right. I still got to fix them. I still got to go back over and refix them and make sure this comes out better, and then actually put the nipples on, you know, not just the areola, not just the Crayola part around them. But the boobies are looking pretty good. They're like the best boobies I've ever done. So I really just want to save them. I mean, I should have just painted boobies. I should have went all fifth grader, just painted some boobs on the canvas and said, yay, look, boobies. You know? Then I might not be so disappointed in myself. But this, you have a destination, and this is not a waste of time. I don't have a destination, man. I had a destination. And then this, I had a destination. The idea at first, I had a destination, which is very unusual because I generally let my creativity flow and it does what it wants. And I don't interrupt. Well, I do. I always interrupt. And I'm like, oh, this would be a cool idea. And that'd be a cool idea. And then it clashes and it becomes a war. But that's something different. This time I said, I've got an idea. Since we're doing this painting thing, let's actually do something with a little bit of style and try to draw a lady. And wow, that was terrible. But nothing you create is a waste of time. True. Because as long as you're doing something and making something, creating something, you're getting something accomplished, something out, especially if it's therapeutic. And me talking to myself to a couple of fucking screens and to a fucking painting and to myself, it helps me to work out things, you know, in this just tornado of thoughts and sounds and things that go on in my brain. It helps. But it also makes me very angry and very upset. But that's part of the emotional roller coaster that life is. You can't get away from that. And especially when you're trying to get feelings out, you have to face those. You're trying to get feelings out through art, even though originally that's not what I was doing with this one. It's still, as art goes, as an artist goes, where your primary purpose has always been to create things to get out frustration, to create things to get out hurt, to get out negative emotions from your past, you know, then yeah, it sucks because then you still have to face that crap. So what, son? But it just sucks that you have to face your own demons, but everybody does at some point. The demons don't just disappear, man. They hang out. They wait. They wait. So no, man, I don't have a destination anymore. This was, we were going someplace. We were going to grandma's house over the field and through the woods, whatever. And then that was my idea. And then all of a sudden, creativity, and it fucking just T-boned us, dude. And down a hill we did go off the cliff, and we're just, you know, I don't even know where we're heading, but I'm pretty sure that the car's going to explode when we get to the bottom, you know? Pretty sure the car is going to just, once we get to the bottom of this trip. because this destination, sir, is not where I intended it to go. But no, it's not a waste of time because it's still allowing me to work through something, whatever that something is. Don't know, but self-hate's involved. So, hey, because it does look like a fifth grader trying to paint the John Carpenter's The Thing. I dig the one eye. I might be kind of biased though, because you only have one eye. I see in stereo. You see in mono. I'm just kidding, Robbie. You really do see in one mono eye because you only have one eye. Sorry, buddy. And yeah, Katie, it has progressed, but I'm still not happy. I'm actually very self-hating on it. Hold on a moment. Yes, son.
The angry church bells. They're back.
I don't understand what the bells are doing, son.
I don't either.
So they're jamming.
That's not me. That's not me.
I know it's not you. They're just jamming to their own thing.
We knew they were off, but geez. Okay.
Look, son. What? I am live. What do you need?
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Well, sometimes you do just talk to your paintings.
I know sometimes I just talk to my paintings. Anyway. Yeah, Josh, I'm afraid to let those demons out. It would be extremely dark. You know, man, I don't let my demons out. There's a difference in the sense of what I'm talking about. I mean, more of the emotional stress, damages done from the past, things of that nature that people, baggage that people carry on with them from childhood traumas, relationship traumas, abandonment issues, things of that nature. So, I mean, those demons really, not necessarily some of your darker, more personal desires, thoughts, and things of that nature, you know. So, not those kind of demons, you know. I'm just talking about more of the internal emotional hurt. And, but this really does, it just looks like a fifth grader painted it. Oh, you just want to jab yourself in the eye. But anyway, Katie, yes, it has progressed. I put a background to it, as you can see. I love the background. The background looks fine. But at the same time, it looks absolutely terrible, and I hate it, which is not very unusual for me to hate my own work. However, it has become, I let my creativity start taking over. My creativity created into octopus face and something terrible that looks like I said, a fifth grader painting, you know, John Carpenter's The Thing. And that really makes me upset. And that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's just making me more and more mad. And I don't want to give up, but I'm thinking I'm going to probably give up. I don't give up. Like I said, even when I should give up, I don't give up. I think I won't give up because I really like the boobs. Again, they're the best boobs I've ever done. I can't give up them boobs. Them boobs though. Them boobs though. All right, let's do something. Let's just do something. You know? At this point, anything is something and something is anything, right? Oh, hey, and my sister-in-law, is that what it would be? I think so. Anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why do I even pretend I know what I'm painting? Like I know I'm paint with 4. Like, no, it's called like kindergarten arts and crafts time with 4 at best. At best. That's my skill level, okay? It's like at best I might be able to paint like I'm some kind of a toddler. Fucking handicapped toddler. At best. At best. At best. Now, wait and watch. Well, you might not be able to see it too well on the things, but I'm definitely going to start advancing my my colorations here. My colorations? That doesn't even make sense to say. Those aren't even words. Man, I say stupid shit sometimes. I'm gonna start. I said I was done with the mouth. I'm not even done with the mouth. I'm never gonna be done with the mouth. The mouth's never gonna finish. The mouth will never be finished. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. Art is a very personal thing, people. And I know I've said that a lot, but I really mean it. It is a very personal thing. You don't just do it. Some people just do it, and I don't understand that. I don't understand those people who just do things like art. You don't just do art. Art is a part of you. It's a thing that you create. It's you building. You're literally giving birth to a fucking piece of something that is you. I don't understand how people just do art. People, you don't just do art. You can't do art. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. You don't do art. You don't do art. And that's what makes it so hard, because you just, things are things. You don't, people don't understand. People don't understand what you're doing. You know? And it's really frustrating because so many people say dumb shit about it. Oh, my 5-year-old could do that. Shut the fuck up. Your 5-year-old's a fucking idiot. I mean, they literally are sitting there with fucking like 3-day-old fucking ice cream on their face. Man, I should punch your fucking 5-year-old in the fucking head. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt them. Look at their giant dome nugget. Look at their giant dome nugget. Fucking retarded, mutant-headed looking motherfucker. Actually, the parents should get punched in the head for having that retarded dome nugget looking motherfucker. Like, seriously? If you look like that, and they look like that, and you guys know your genetics gonna pop out looking like that, fucking Christ. Both of y'all need to get your junk clipped. Like, quick. And if you know they're gonna, I mean, you're both retarded. No. That is a no. No. Do not breed. And then to say that thing can do art. No. That thing can put paint on paper. Yes. But art itself is expression of self to get out things and to channel inner bullshit. That 5-year-old's little fucking inner bullshit is like, I dropped my toy behind the couch. Wah, fuck you. And your parents. Anyway, I haven't actually seen you do much of your artwork or anything. It looks pretty well, including this. Yeah, Wes, well, I appreciate it, but you're also wrong. And no, this is pissing me off. Like, I'm about to cry. Like, my eyes literally watering up. I'm that mad. I'm that upset right now. And people don't get it. You know, I understand that people don't get it because, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. And it's hard to feel like a failure at something that you do, to try to not feel like a failure, you know? And so it sucks when the very thing you use to feel better makes you feel worse. But you have to do it because you're driven to do it. And the further you go with it, the worse it makes you feel. But you have to see it to the end, or you'll never feel like you finished it. You'll never feel like you accomplished it. You won't feel like you conquered that part, or finished that book, climbed that mountain, finished that race, whatever you want to call it. So each piece, even if it takes years, you have to finish it. You have to accomplish it. You can't leave it behind. But when it hurts you more than what you're supposed to be putting into it to get out the hurt, when does it become worth it to fucking stop? You know? But that's with anything in life. And thanks, Erica. But that's with anything in life. That's with like family and friends, relationships. You can apply that thought to anything. How fucking far do you go with something before you realize more hurt is coming in than I'm able to relieve out, Like, how much good is this doing me before I fucking finally say, enough's fucking enough, man. I look at this thing and it's making me feel more and more like maybe that 5-year-old retarded monkey kid could fucking paint it, And if that's the case, then why the fuck am I painting it? It's supposed to be to get out my frustrations. Maybe it's to connect with myself. Ow, that was a good back pop. Maybe it is to connect with myself. Maybe I started doing this whole thing, for some weird subconscious reason, because I figured if I monologue to myself on some fucking, telephone and fucking live cam or something, maybe I'll figure myself out, Maybe I'll reach some inner peace of mind, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. That's why I'm searching for fucking answers, just like everybody else, man. Everybody in this world, everybody's searching for answers, That's what we all do. We all just search and hope we can find something in each other, in ourselves, something that'll tell us, dude, this is what's going on. And we go, oh, well, shit, okay, this all makes sense now. Fuck. And there for the longest time, I was like, what? I don't even know what's going on. It's like, no, but now you do. Now you know what's going on. Whereas before, it was just a big, confusing fucking mess. Just like every day. Just like every fucking day. So now, we just float and hope. Figure it out as we go. Fuck it. Fuck it. Right? Gotta breathe, man. Gotta breathe. You know what I mean? Just gotta fucking breathe, bro. Got to fucking breathe. Gotta breathe, man. Gotta breathe, man. Gotta breathe, man. Sometimes you gotta give up. Sometimes you gotta learn to give up. Because sometimes you gotta know when to quit. Don't worry, I'm not mad. People call this violent outbursts. It's not a violent outburst. Well, there's my trash can back there, by the way. It's full. I got to take that out. That's just me being pissed off at myself. And I just don't want to look at it anymore. True self-disappointment, people. It's a thing. And we all have to live with it and deal with it. Whether that be disappointment in a painting, disappointment in, some people even think of their children. They think they disappointed their children as being a bad parent. That happens a lot. A lot of parents think they're bad parents. Some of them are. Some of them are just trying to do their best. And no matter how much you do your best, you'll always think you're a failure. And that sucks. Because that is a low self-esteem / insecurity issue. And a lot of people have those. Actually, I think everybody has those. You know? And that sucks. Sucks a lot. Especially when you grow up and you should have grown out of those phases. And nobody, I think, ever really grows out of low self-esteem. They just find better ways to hide it from their significant others, their friends, their family, things of that nature. Because then, if you don't have anybody knowing that you have low self-esteem, then, you know, people don't get worried about you. And you don't want anybody to worry about you. You want people to think you're fine. That's why everybody's like, has these memes now where, you know, it says, I'm fine, but on the inside. Because nobody's really fine. Nobody. Everybody's worried about something in their daily life. Whether it be bills or, you know, failing kids or any number of things. Everybody is worried about something. And me, oh, poor me. I'm worried about a painting looking good. At least right now. Believe me, I have my insecurities. They're all across the goddamn board. Well more than just a fucking painting. But what upsets me about this is the reflection of a painting that I feel is inadequate shows me that I am inadequate. And that sucks. Because that makes me feel even more worthless than I already do. And that sucks. So to the fact of the matter of being in my brain, because I feel as though I can't accomplish finishing the painting or accomplish making it look good in what I would consider looking good, I feel a failure. I feel worthless. That sucks. There's no worse feeling in the world, I don't believe, than feeling as though you are worthless. I grew up feeling that way, being told that. And, you know, I believed it. And I even believe it now, and it's really hard to get over it. So when I'm pointed out in the face with these moments, it sucks. Because then I go, oh, wow, it's reaffirming what I already thought. My own insecurities eat me alive. Where'd my paintbrush go? Huh. But you are your own worst critic, you know? Yeah, that's what they tell me. That's what everybody says. But in that, man, that is the problem. Is we do all have low self-esteem and insecurities, and that's what makes it happen that way, man. The problem is like I said, I was raised to be told things in a negative sense, and I believed them growing up because as a child you do. And then I grew up thinking that was the way I was supposed to be that way, and that's who I was. That became my identity. And it's taken me years to learn that that's not my identity. That was how I was basically brainwashed. And it sucks because it's still really hard, because no matter how much you want to believe it, it's still deeply ingrained inside those things that were told to you. And then things like that, where you then become your own worst critic, it reaffirms in your mind and in your soul, it reaffirms the thoughts, even if they're not real, even if it reaffirms them, though, that they were right all along. So all the hard work you've done for years to make yourself understand, I'm not worthless, I'm not a loser, I'm not a failure, in one brief moment, that one thought that goes, this is worthless, this is a fail, you immediately go, fuck, all that hard work gone, all that hard work gone. And it takes so much more to bring it back. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. And I should know to give up. I should know to give up. But I can't give up. No, not now. Not now. There's too much going on now. Nah, see, we're going too deep now for this. She deserves something better than that. She deserves a finish. She deserves an ending. It doesn't matter where she began. It matters where she's going. And it's not just about me anymore. It's now about us together. Because now she's made me feel too much now. This has become deeper emotionally between me and her. It's become way more intimate. And originally it wasn't supposed to be. Originally it was just me going to do like a little study, human form, maybe some boobs. But now it's so much more. It's a relationship of anger and frustration, failure, and either succumbing to that or overcoming that. But we've got to go the distance. That's just what's got to happen now. So back to it, huh? Enough of this self-help guru shit, right? Enough of this self-therapy garbage. Jesus Christ. This is quickly becoming not painting with four. It's becoming therapy with four. And then once in a while, I take a paintbrush and go, and then I talk for 30 fucking minutes, punch the wall or something like Kyle. I'm all Kyling over here. Where's my Red Bull and my fucking sideways hat, right? I mean, shit, people. Let's just call it for what it is, right? So, oh no, there's been times. Charged by the hour. Yeah, charge who? Myself? Charge you guys for listening to me like my therapist? I'll be like, hey guys, oh wait, I'd have to pay you guys. No, never mind. No. Fuck that. Sorry guys. You guys, never mind. We'll just not talk about that. You guys aren't my therapist. I'll charge myself. But now we've gone too far. We have gone too far now. And we've got to go. We got to go the distance. This isn't what I paid for. Wait, never mind. Well, Josh, if you're in Mexico, you probably paid for the full donkey show. And I will tell you what, sir, I've been to Mexico a couple of times. Anyway, so the donkey shows aren't all they're cracked up to be, sir. They're just not all they're cracked up to be. But as far as it goes, I mean, we collectively create. All of us do. Even if you don't think you do. even if it's children, even if it's pieces of conversation, no matter what, you create all the time things and share it with other people regularly. Again, even if you don't think you do, you do. And it's all on how we handle those creative processes and those things that we create in hopes to make everything better from them. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you become angry and you blow up on those things. And then you realize later you're an asshole for it. And then you have to apologize to it and say, hey, let's move on. Let's move on past that. Let's hope and make this better. And hopefully you do make it better. And hopefully they can forgive you. You know? And hopefully it becomes something better in the end. And hopefully we can work past our problems. And hopefully it's all right. But forgiveness is one of those things that a lot of people can't do. When it comes to art, sometimes your work can't let go of what you've done to it. And it sucks. Because sometimes you need it to move on, to make amends and make it better. Sometimes it won't let you. And you know, if it would, everything would be fine. But it doesn't. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? But what the fuck, bro? If you just relax, everything will be better. But nah. I said that kind of creepy like, didn't I? Come on, if you just relax, everything will be fine. Like, dude, how much more rapey could you get? I wasn't trying to be rapey. I was just saying, get in the van. Sorry, chair creaks. That's okay. Chairs creak. Oh, that's purple. Not what I meant to do. Damn, you were just flirting. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you got to flirt with your art a little bit. Remind it that it's still okay. You know, you still love it. Just, you know, everybody has their fights. Everybody has their fights. Sometimes you got to punch them in the face. It's okay. I'm just kidding. Don't punch people in the face. Unless they deserve it. What's up, Buttercup?
Can I talk?
I mean, I suppose you can talk physically. Yes, you have the capability of doing so. You have mouth.
Vivek's trying to ground me from Fortnite just for my own safety because I'm getting apparently obsessed with it, and then he's saying it's for my own safety.
Vivek can't ground Kyra. And, sweetie, it's okay. You are good at Fortnite.
I want to play Fortnite, but he's also playing Minecraft, and he made the leader controller in his hands.
Were you playing Fortnite first?
Yeah, I was on the PlayStation first.
Son, give her Fortnite back.
Dude, she was not on her first even last year. She was on Minecraft and I asked her to join. She said yes.
Well, she wants to play Fortnite now. Let her play Fortnite. It was her time.
No.
Yes, she got on it as a break. Ariana's not supposed to even be in there right now. Sorry, I'm yelling. Give her the put. Thank you.
And he's going to yell at me because I told on him.
Well, you told on him, so I guess it's your fault. Bye, sweetie.
I'm mad.
I mean, you did tell on him, so I mean, technically, it's That's how it works, man. But that's all right. I mean,
What, Eric?
you're not even supposed to be in there while they're on the PlayStation. You know that.
Why?
Oh, wait. No, you're on break too. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought you were doing homework. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm going to do here in a second is my style and technique for shading. Hard for me to avoid that. I'm a martial artist. Punching and being punched is part of the course. I'm lucky my kids are still little and I have them playing co-op games. They do play co-op games sometimes, but they're all just, they fight constantly. They never stop, dude. To the martial art thing, good job. And actually, yeah, when I was doing my MMA training and stuff, punching and getting punched is fine. And that also relieves a lot of stress, but you can't utilize control, focus, and things like that necessarily so much with, you know, emotional issues, because it's hard to control that. And sometimes you'll lose control and or just completely break down and cry like a baby. And if you're doing mixed martial arts stuff or anything like that, then, you know, the last thing you want to do is either lose control and, you know, break people's arms, or lose control and then fall down and cry like a baby, you know, and then they just start kicking you in the face. Either one, bad plan for both of those. So, you know, but I'm sure you know that. Well, I appreciate everybody sticking with me and watching still. Thanks. Even after I exploded on my painting. Not in a good way. But, you know, at the time I felt very trapped and very, I just needed it away from me. You know what I mean? I just needed it away. I needed it to go away. I needed my space. I needed my space. And here we are, back together again. It's okay. It's all right. So, here's how my method works. We're not even going to use paint. We're literally going to just use water. One of my old shading techniques, or my, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not really shading. It's more of a texture building techniques. We all love you. Appreciate it. Texture building techniques goes like this. After I paint solid lines, like big blobbity solid areas, you know, with the black, I would just take water, just water, and I basically paint with water. And by paint, I mean I don't paint at all. I subtract. Like this. See, it's still a little wet. Let me hang on a minute. Nah, fuck it. I would utilize the water. Get a little bit of that down. I'd utilize the water to push away some of the paint towards the edge. Can you see that? Yeah, you see how it kind of did that? I push it away toward the edge and give it more of a defined line. And as I do that, it kind of gives it like a texture of a lined texture. I don't know how you'd say that. But at the same time, that's too much fucking water. At the same time of doing this, I would use it to kind of shade in areas. So it gives me more to work with in the sense of kind of giving it a stretchy look, like skin, doing more. I don't know if you can see that very well. I hope you can. And actually, I usually let the paint completely dry. Otherwise, you'll get kind of like these runny lines here, which sucks, but I'll work those into this one. Bam! And there you go. So I'm kind of utilizing it as a blur, Although that is an outright line. Let me see if I can just kind of. Oh, Jesus. You're fucking up my titty. Oh, my God. Oh, well, I don't know how that's going to dry. If it dries light enough, it might have saved my teat. If it doesn't dry light enough, it fucked up my teat. So that kind of sucks. We'll find out in a minute. But doing these lines like this, using the paint itself as more of a way to texture stuff, I've always loved doing that. I discovered that on my very first paintings on accident, because again, I don't have any actual training ever, but I one day was like, oh man, I screwed that up. I meant to, do this or whatever. So I tried to erase it with water, and I didn't know you couldn't. Hey, it's water paint. So I figured, hey, since I can paint with water, maybe I can erase it. Guess what didn't happen? Didn't erase it. Guess what did happen? Made really cool shit. And so ever since then, I've used it as a way to kind of line work my shit. And work it just like that. And it kind of pushes it up and away. Now let's fix that. Hey, Waffles.
Hey, I brought you some chili.
You brought some chili.
Chili.
Well, thanks. Thanks for the chili. From where?
Snappies?
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome. You mean it? Are you busy?
I'm on live right now, but that's fine. I'll quit here in a minute. Well, a few minutes. Are you home early again? Yeah, a little bit. But I want this to have kind of a I don't know what you'd call it. Potatoes? Potatoes aren't a thing. Potatoes are a thing, but not in what I'm talking about. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Kind of a, I'll have to, I'll have to continue this a little bit. She's in there, girl. You missed her. She's in there. Yes, she did.
Awesome.
She just got done with it. They're taking a break. She actually did. I need help with the IXL thing. I don't know how to get into it. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But she did like a bunch of social studies and finished her other thing for the week.
The mind.
No, the D one or whatever. The B one.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, she finished it for the week.
Down. Get your money paws off me, you dirty ape.
But
Get your money paws off me.
so far, so good on that.
Yes, I missed you too. Oh, I missed you too. Yes, Noodles. I love you too.
But yeah. So schoolwork's been all right. Still an idiot, and I suck at everything, but it's doing better.
Wow, that's all. Well, that's my Friday.
Also, and good. Also, generally speaking, I never use this brush for doing this. For doing this method that I'm doing here, I generally have a very hard bristled brush, and it kind of almost, if you're not careful, will froth up the paint. That's what happens when it's wet, and then you try to do it again while it's still wet, and that'll screw it up. Yeah. So don't do that. You need it to be dry-ish. Let's see if it's too dry. It'll just, or if it's still wet on the underneath. Oh, fuck it. See, it's pulling up. Oh, you can't see that. Well, it's starting to pull up. Let's just let this dry for today. My wife's home. I've done enough. Had plenty of therapy, and we'll definitely pick this up tomorrow. And I'm not giving up on anything. So thanks, everybody. And man, yeah, sorry, my bad. But we'll catch this tomorrow. So to my YouTubes, to my Facebook, and I highly appreciated everybody for sticking around. And I swear tomorrow I'll actually do some real painting on it, and we'll get it done. Thanks. Boop. And bye, everybody.